transformation of Trill.
Feel this in my soul. Got my blood pressure going.
This feels good.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm going.
Yeah.
I can't stop. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going.
Can't stop, going. I love the ad libs. Look at that hardcore. That's how we do. That's how we start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, you're now tuned into across the way from the US to the UK. Myself being I'll go Tasmania today, and Trill being United States of America. But before we kind of get into the show, I'll let my co-host introduce himself. Dollar Bill.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill, man. What's popping, everybody? You already know how I'm rocking, and you know what I'm thinking that y'all should be doing right now. Y'all should be bumping that new Transformation of Trill album right now on all streaming services. I know a lot of people have been getting a lot of good feedback, positive feedback. So I would love to hear from you. Let me know how y'all think about the album. Go check it out and let us know in the comments section. Ricco, how you feeling? Ricco?
I'm feeling really good, man. You know, as I said, very happy and proud of you. You got the album out. Incredible body of work. I recommend everybody scan the QR code. I think it's like where I am right now. I think I'm in the America bit. I'm going to change that in a second. Yeah, I don't feel right. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. You can breathe. Breathe, those enemy lines. No, please scan the QR code, ladies and gentlemen, and it'll take you to the link tree for all streaming services where you can get it. But before we get into the show again, a quick word from D-Rock Clothing, our sponsors. Remember, guys, 40% off D-Rock Clothing. Also on Body Garment.co.uk. 20% off anything anything over £10. RIKO 20 and iBoxingHub 24. Now, with the pleasantries aside, let's get into talk about it Tuesday. All right. Trill, lead us to the land of milk and honey.
You know, we was talking about it yesterday. We was talking about yesterday a little bit about David Benavidez and David Morrell, and that exciting fight that happened. And we was actually talking about all the fighters actually that was on that card. Where do they go from here? You know, we'll start from the first one. You know, we had the Ramos Jr. Versus Rosario. We had that fight. You didn't get to see it. Did you get back? You didn't get to see it. But Ramos, he handled business. He did what I thought he was going to do. You know, he knocked down Rosario. It's been too many wars for Rosario. And I would like to see Ramos Jr., you know, get back in there. He said he wants to move. If he can't get in there with nobody at the top, at 154, he wants to go to 160. But I think that he has some revenge. He should be trying to get that. It was a close fight with him and Erickson Lubin. I think that he should be trying to run that back. You know, it's his only loss, you know, so he should be trying to get some get back. I think that's what he should be focused on, is trying to get some get back against Erickson Lubin. Then when we move right along, we go right to Pitbull Cruz. And the gentleman, he fought Pitbull Cruz. Listen, he won the fight. It was a good fight, all action fight. I loved it. I was on the edge of my seat, you know, but I just to give a little constructive criticism, nothing has changed from Pitbull. he's still the same pit bull, you know. And the elite guys, are gonna know how to beat him. You know, it's just using your jab and turning and moving and pop shotting and jab. That's the blueprint on how to beat him, because he hasn't learned how to change his style. You know, and instead of trying to, get better at that style, he just avoids fighting people again, like getting that get back against homie who did Ryo that just beat him. Oh, I don't want to fight him. He played me. I thought he was gonna be fighting a different style. Then he came out and did this style. He didn't want to fight Shakur because this type of style, and I don't want to fight this type of style because this, that, and the third. He didn't want to fight so forth and so forth. Then he said, I heard he pulled out the fight with him and Ryan. And then if it was anybody else, what would the boxing community call that?
Ducking.
Yeah. But he's an exciting fighter. I just wonder what is next for him. What is next for him? Maybe him and Sergio Martinez at 140. I don't know. What do you think about what's next for Pitbull?
Matias at 140.
Mm-hmm.
For hello?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about that fight, Ricco?
To be honest with you, what's Matias even doing? I mean, great fight, but what's actually next for him?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. What's next? Maybe them two can get it on.
Yeah, I mean, even Paro. Paro's obviously just come off of that loss against Hitchens. Yeah, man, I think they should all kind of get into the mix with it. But I'm not too sure what Matias is actually doing anyway. Does he actually have a fight next? And if not, probably be the perfect one.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep going on then. Steve Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. Listen, that was crazy. I was all for Brandon Figueroa because
I think I just caught the highlights of that one now. But yeah, big up to my guy Fulton, man.
Yeah,
you shut up a lot of haters, bro.
Fulton really showed me that he still has something left. I had a lot of questions with Fulton. I said he was my man, but I had a lot of questions just seeing how, he came back after that NUA loss. I didn't know if it was because he came back too late, the ring rust, or was it because of, fighters when they get, knocked out, they do lose something, so they didn't know it was that. He went in there and had 2 tough fights after that, So it was a lot of questions for me for Stephen Fulton. So I didn't know. But he answered all those questions. He passed all those tests with flying colors. With all the questions that I had for him, can he take the punches and stuff like that? And then again, when I seen Brandon Figueroa on the scale, I said, "Oh no," because I picked Brandon Figueroa to win until I seen him on the scales, and I said, "Oh no, something seems off." Then the way he was fighting, it seemed like he had nothing on his punches. It seemed like, I don't know if they did something wrong.
Oh, they're fighting at Bantam or Super Bantam?
Like 126, I believe.
Oh, feather.
Yeah. So
he looked bad at feather. Damn.
I don't know. Yeah, he couldn't. He looked really flat. Like he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. And it was just horrible. He didn't. It was very. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I thought Figueroa had him, but kudos to Steve Fulton. He showed that what it is. He's the man. He still got something left. He came in there with his Timbs on, ready to get to work.
You're really impressed with those Timbs, aren't you? Like that's culture right there. Bro walked in with America.
He walked in with the attitude like this is gonna be a street fight. I'm gonna beat him up in a street fight. We're gonna go outside.
How old is Fulton anyway? Like he's had one loss. Like Lucy said, he got dropped in his last fight. he's not really. I've not really seen him take damage like that. Well, except for the Inoue, but everyone gets sent to hell by Inoue except for Nick Bolt. Nick Bolt's gonna send him to hell. But how old is he? He's 30 years old. Yeah, man, one loss. Bro, there's plenty left. There's plenty left. I think it's more of a mental thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
It doesn't look to me like any conditioning or anything like that.
Yeah, man.
Hearing 30. Big up Big Boss, big up Lucy, big up everybody tuned in, man.
This for Steve Fulton. It's everybody out there. You got Leo up there. You got Espinoza up there. You got Nick Ball right there. Stephen Fulton. You got Ray Ball. It's the he can fight whoever he wants to right now. Shoes up there. So yeah.
Shoo.
Yeah, shoes there. Shoes there. So listen. Who's next? Who's?
I think featherweight is kind of popping right now, to be honest with you, because you've got Nathaniel Collins, my guy. Featherweight. You've got
in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yo,
he's in the top 10.
Ramirez, number 10, number 9, Curtin. Yeah, they still got Bernarua at 7, Lopez 6, Ray Vargas 5, Fulton 4, Nick Ball 3, Espinoza 2, Leo 1. Nope, he's not on there. But yeah, it is.
Nah. Nick Ball in the WBC rankings, Maurizio Suleiman, I rate him more than any of that thing that you just.
Nick Ball's number 3. Nick Ball's number 3. I'm going. You know what I decided to do because I did this because of you. I decided to go with Turkey Al-Sheikh says. So I went by the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
This for you because you respect Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's why I did it.
You said because. Oh, okay, all right. Nah, okay. You know what? You got me. So now we change the dynamic, don't we? Now it's justice for Nick Ball.
So Stephen Fulton, he can. It's up to him. It's a featherweight division is looking very exciting. Now the main one, the David Morale and the David Benavidez. The smoke has settled. The only people that's still going about is the people that have their own agendas.
The losers. All the losers are having a little bit of a pity party.
Yeah. Let's run through this. Before we get to that, let's run to the conversations. What's up, big boss man? Figueroa disappointed me. Fulton was uppercutting him all night. Yes, he was, and he was leaning forward. He was there for the uppercut. I said it was like a counter punching clinic by Steve Fulton. Shout out to Lucy in the building. In the one fight he had since anyway Fulton got dropped, I thought Figueroa would beat him. Me too. Yes. Mr. Neutro's in the building. Shout out to Mr. Neutro, the classy one. He won Ball and Fulton. Yeah, that would be exciting too. That would definitely be exciting. That would definitely be exciting. Ball's coming. Can he keep Ball off of him? Can he keep Ball off?
Ball's gonna be all up on him. Pause.
Now to the one that everybody in their feelings. Everybody in their feelings. David Benavidez.
That was like
David Morale.
I had to do it.
David Benavidez and David Morale. Good fight. I picked the monster to beat him. Just off of professional experience alone. I get it. I get it. I was seeing everybody the way that they was rallying behind morale. There was some people that rallied behind morale because of their disgust for Canelo. I mean for David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt like David Benavidez disrespected Canelo. So a lot of the people who love Canelo was rooting for morale to beat David Benavidez. You know, I like Saul Canelo Alvarez as well, and that is my guy. Everybody knows that. But, I picked David Benavidez being unbiased because I looked at it this way. He has been the better professional. He has the better record as a professional. He has fought the better opponents as a professional. So, logically, I went with the monster David Benavidez. And I think everybody knew that David Benavidez was gonna win. I think it was the point of a lot of people just didn't like the fact of how he disrespected my man Saul wanting to fight. And I want people to understand that he's just a young man. He's made mistakes. We've seen him make mistakes before. We've seen him make mistakes with the weight, the boogie sugar. Now he's making mistakes the way he addressed his Saul for a fight. He just been taught wrong. He thought that he can go out there and insult the man, call him the P word and the B word, and that was going to make Saul want to fight him. But that's not what happened. So a lot of people was picking him to lose just off the strength of that alone, knowing darn well that morale didn't have the tools and haven't been in there with the type of opposition that would give him a chance to beat somebody like a David Benavidez. David Morale is a talented fighter. And he definitely can be world champion. But there's some things that he had to work on. And as soon as that bell rang, we started to see, once the round started going, that there was levels. And that he just needed a little bit more time. It's not a horrible fight.
I think if he fought someone like a Yard, I think he would it would have better prepped and prepared him.
It would have been better. It would have been better for him. He just went in there with somebody that's already been in there with guys like with the Boo Boos and the Plams and the what's the Durrells and the
Oh, favorite Canadian as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
I can't remember his name.
Nah, but you gotta understand. David Benavidez, he's been in there, so that's why I picked him to win. And I think a lot of people was going against it because of that. A lot of people just was blinded by the type of things that he was doing, so he could get that payday with Saul. But I understand that, because I was a young man who made mistakes before. I done said and did some things that, so I understand that, where people are coming from. But reality has to set in sometimes. We can't be biased. So from not being biased, I knew that David Benavidez was going to take care of business against Morale, but it doesn't mean that Morale is not a good fighter. He's actually a good, decent fighter. And I posed the question to you, Ricco. I said, where does David Morale, go from here? And then we can go to David Benavidez. I don't want you to jump the line. Let's just talk about David Morale here. The Cuban sensation that had got a lot of people backing him to be the monster. Where does
I reckon he has a lot of options, considering he's only 27. He never took any horrendous or harsh punishment in that fight, that loss. Just reading this comment here from Big Boss. Morel lost his output during the mid rounds. Again, experience, man. I was actually I was having a conversation with one of my guys yesterday about it, and I actually brought up the whole experience thing and was like, look, it's true. Whether you don't like the Andrades or what have yous of the world, it's still better than anybody that Morel has ever fought. And that lack of experience and the development of ring IQ was just completely lacking. But I think where he goes from now is that that fight would have rubbed off on him. He would now maybe, implement better conditioning with his camp, um, to be able to keep up with the high volume of output of punches that he does from the early rounds. So I think there's loads of people that he can fight now. I think in terms of a rebuilding fight, why doesn't he? Why don't you fight somebody like a Yard? Like Yard and Arthur are gonna fight, and then I don't know. I don't think Boazzi and Yard are gonna fight. I don't know what's gonna be happening with all of that, but there's loads of people you could fight. The winner or loser of Boazzi and Callum Smith. There's so many people at 175, man. There's Liam Cameron that he could fight. I'm just naming obviously everyone over here in Britannia.
I mean, shoot, he can even get in there.
And these are actual like people where, yeah, Morale Yard, yeah, that's such a perfect fight for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It can literally be a breakout star fight for each man.
I wouldn't even mind him just coming off of
coming off.
Don't mean to cut you off. I guess Yard, that's definitely a good fight. I actually called for that right after the fight happened. I was screaming at that would be a lions in the camp. That's what I said. But that's a good fight. But you thinking coming off of this fight? Yes, it was a competitive fight.
No, I don't mean like Yard straight away. I'm saying right
off of your rip. What do you think would be a good fight? I got one for you.
Someone on the level of Liam Cameron and Ben Whitaker, I would say.
All right. You know who I got for you? I know who you got for you.
No, I'm not an Ezra Taylor.
Nope. I got
somebody just above that. Maybe a little bit above that.
I got somebody for you.
Dan Aziz. Who you got?
This fight with David Benavidez and Morale.
Dan Aziz will be perfect as well.
He lost that fight. He got beat up in that fight. He took a lot of punishment, so I wouldn't want to see him jump right into a fight with a Yard, but I could see him going in there with a Willie Hutchinson.
Yeah. Or to be honest, Zach Parker, because Willie Hutchinson was supposed to fight Zach Parker, but Willie's just had an injury. And Zach Parker's without an opponent. Well, I mean, obviously the time frame is way too quick. But I mean, next Zach Parker would be perfect. Oh, actually, he could fight Willie. He could fight Willie Hutchinson next. Since he's been injured, Morales just had a fight. They could fight next.
Albert Ramirez.
Oh, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let me have a look. From Venezuela. I might have the wrong one.
You know it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Have I seen him fight? Probably. I don't know. I don't think I've seen him fight.
But that would be a good one for Morale.
I think a Liam Cameron would be perfect for Morale.
Yeah,
I think it would be absolutely perfect. Or a Lyndon Arthur to get back confidence.
Get him back in the win column.
For there, I would say definitely a Lyndon Arthur. And Lyndon Arthur the name as well. So
what's next for David Benavidez?
Well,
I know we would want him to do. We would want him to fight the winner of Arthur Beterbiev and Demetrius Bivol, right? That would be, what everybody will want to happen, right? But we know that's not gonna happen. So who would we want to see? Yeah, Mr. Neutral. Yeah, Morale and Ramirez. I think that would be a good one, Mr. Neutral. But yeah, David Benavidez, because we would want to see him face the winner of Arthur Beterbiev in Bivol, but we know that, or the loser. But we know that probably is not going to happen. So who would you want to see him in there with?
Who would I like to see him in there with?
The winner between.
I'd like to see him in there between with the winner of Buatsi Smith.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That'll be good. Even though I think he washes them.
I reckon Buatsi has him. I reckon that one there will be a proper brain versus. He does not stop Buatsi. No way.
Doesn't go 8 rounds.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Doesn't go 8 rounds. Doesn't go 8 rounds.
No way. It's not even me. Do you know what? We'll wait until the Callum Smith fight, because a lot of people are saying that Callum Smith is going to stop him. I believe that he's going to stop Callum Smith.
Here's the thing. Everybody has been telling me that I was crazy. All of my UK brethren that I've spoken to, I keep saying 40 Callum Smith, and they keep telling me you're wrong, mate. You got it wrong.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, they like for real. I said, but I've been rocking with the Smith brothers. And every time
I love the Silver Fox. Mundo has disappointed me a little as we've gone through this relationship together. But it is what it is. But Buatsi, I've followed Buatsi from like when he was in the Olympics, bro.
So you have a personal attachment?
No.
With bias.
No.
I'm judging this.
I'm not being biased. I'm judging
unbiasedly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We'll wait until the Callum Smith fight, because I believe he's going to stop Callum Smith.
I feel like experience plays a part in this, and I think that Callum Smith has more experience. Does it come down to who's fresher? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Yeah, but Buatsi's at. No, Buatsi's at.
Fresher, but more experience goes to 40 Callum Smith.
Yes, but he's not as inexperienced as Morel.
But
what you mean? No, not Callum Smith. No. I'm talking about Buatsi. Are we talking about Buatsi? Or are we talking about Mundo?
About Callum Smith versus Buatsi.
Yeah. Oh, so if we're talking about in terms of the winner with that one, I would say that Buatsi, coming off of that Willie Hutchinson victory as well, putting him down twice. Willie Hutchinson's a very good fighter as well. Having beat Craig Richards. That destroyed Craig Richards, actually. It was, I don't know what the hell happened in that fight. But momentum is absolutely with Buatsi, the younger, fresher man. Olympic pedigree, very skilled. I believe that when he fought Bodlotniks, I reckon he should have just went for that Buatsi fight, because he was outstanding. Stopped him in the 11th round. But yeah, in terms of, where I believe both men are right now, and from an unbiased perspective, completely unbiased, I've just given science there as to why I believe that Buatsi is going to win. And the fact is that Mundo has, I don't believe in terms of mentally, I don't believe he's there right now in his career with the big fight, with the big occasion after the Beterbiev demolition job. And I was really rooting for Callum, because he stopped to European level opponents, sort of back to back, goes in with the big dog. He's got plenty of experience himself. Obviously, the fights that he has had with Canelo and Beterbiev were completely one-sided. But yeah, I just think Buatsi, in terms of the caliber as well, where they are, I believe that. Buatsi has that pedigree.
We'll see. It's just the fresher fighter over experience. What's gonna be the outcome of that? But yeah, for David Benavidez, because I definitely don't see him rushing in there to fight the likes of a Bivol and Beterbiev, because when I was watching the fight, I was like, yeah, he could beat everybody but those guys. I think he beats I think David Benavidez beats everybody but Canelo Beterbiev, and Bivol. Right now.
What did you say?
I think David Benavidez is a monster, and I think he beats everybody but Saul, Beterbiev, and Bivol. think he gives
I think Buatsi beats him.
I think he crushes Buatsi. I think Buatsi needs to get in there with somebody else. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? But yes, shout out to everybody in the comment. Let me run through these real quick. Abbas, what's going on? Oh, yours truly, Trey. I can't forget you, my brother. What's going on? We activated. You already know what it is. Abbas, my brother, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. What's the word? Mr. Neutral, what's on your mind? Buckingham Palace on Trill's new album on Fire Tunes. I appreciate you, my brother. What's on your mind? I got my kids on it, actually. I got my daughter, Bieber, and my son on there. Buckingham Palace got my bro on there, Phantom, and my bro from the UK Vamp on there. So, we locked in. We locked in. That's the US to the UK anthem right there. Big Boss is in the building, like I said before. Whole album is fire. Thank you, Mr. Neutral. I appreciate you, brother. Big up to the iBoxingHub family, and much love to you, the classy one. Abbas is in here too. He definitely agrees with me that Benavidez sparks out everybody except for the three guys that I named. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows boxing as well. Like I said,
I just look at how I would see Buatsi, how he would go against Callum Smith, how he would go against Andrade, etc. And I believe that he defeats all of them as well. So, but we'll see, innit? This is the thing. He has experience. He has experience, and he has amateur pedigree.
I'm not here to change your mind, my brother. You can believe in who you want to believe in. This is what boxing is. So
I will. And I love it. That's what I love about it.
You know what I'm saying? In My Soul is my tune on the album. Trill, I appreciate you. In My Soul is my joint as well. Thank you. Feature my man Champ. I just got off the phone with the homie. We about to lock in. But yeah, man. I love this boxing community, bro.
It's amazing, isn't it? It is amazing. It is amazing. We all come together. We all, lift each other up spiritually.
It's super dope, man. And we got so many more fights to come and so much more. But that was dope just to see the outcome. Now we got to talk about the big whoa. You know what I'm saying? Big whoa. She came in there, you know what I'm saying, escorted by her love interest, Papoose.
Her love interest. That's
what? What do you want?
No, you know what you done. You know what you. That's not that love interest. No, we're not doing that. No, we no. That was out of everybody. I thought you would be whole, like black love and and I was feeling that. I was ready. Listen, Trill is underselling this, okay?
Yeah, no, listen. I don't want to because I don't want to oversell it and then it be something else. You know what I'm saying? I want to wait until they make it official like a referee with a whistle. Yeah,
that's how much more official do you want to get?
listen. Even though they were spotted at the games and stuff like that, you know how these things go quick in the industry and stuff like that, man. So sure, you know how it is. They get real.
I don't.
Hey, listen. I stay out of people's. Hey, listen. I stay out of people's personal relationships, brother. I just stick to the stuff that happens inside the ring. But show some love. You know what I'm saying? He was there, walked in the ring. The Guo put on the show. The house was packed. There was a lot of love. Some good competitive fights. It was only one horrible fight. Other than that, man, everything was for the growth to shine. You know what I'm saying? Even though the person she was fighting, not too many people knew who she was. It wasn't somebody that had a real name behind her. But at least the goal had a highlight at the end of the fight with the last 10 seconds left. She was able to
mate, that slip overhand counter was French kiss. Oh, absolutely.
Give the fans
mate.
About, So what is next for the GWO? She has all these accomplishments, but people are going to start saying against who? What can the GWO do? You know, what can the GOAT do? She's beating everybody that's in front of her. You know what I'm saying? What can she do? What can she do?
She's pro. Do you know what? It's gotten to the stage where she's either like we're either gonna have to allow people from the lower weight divisions to just have peds when they fight her, or so she fights Savannah Marshall 3 times a year for the rest of her life because she's the only one that can even have
Yeah,
a smear of a chance or a hope against Clarissa. She's just too good. You're
yeah,
like,
yeah. You're right. You're right. Unless she
no one can,
has to go down and wait, and one of these girls move up, I don't know.
or
Can
maybe
she?
like she can only be allowed to use one hand or something.
When they
Like,
make a catch weight, can Bumgardner go up to like 150?
yes, we should allow Baumgartner to well, yeah, go up to 150. We'll go up to 155 or 57, 57 and some change. All right, 57 and some change, and you're allowed to use peds. No, do you know what? No, we're not going to say that. No, we're not going to test for anything. Wink.
Yeah. I heard a lot of women fights don't get drug tested anyway. They don't do big testing for women fights anyway.
I can't. Papoose has it now, bro. I can't do that to Papoose. That's the homie.
That's the homie. But yeah, I wonder what's gonna be next for Clarissa Shields, because she's right now she's in it's nobody for her to fight really, and up there she's talking about fighting her homegirl friend Sean Cruz, you know, talking about fighting Savannah Marshall, you know, it got to the point now that she's
I
calling
think
out
let's see the Marshall rematch.
Yeah, it's got to the
I
point.
want to see the Keith Thurman fight. I want to see the Keith Thurman fight.
I don't want to see
Because
that.
what?
She needs to get Back versus Ivan Redcalf for putting that video out of.
Nah, you know what? Nah. You're right. You're
You know
right.
what I'm
You're
saying?
right. First, we need to.
She needs to get Back against him first. Forget Keith one time Thurman. Get Back against Redcalf for doing that grimy stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what she needed to do. But thank you, everybody, man. This has been another dope episode of Talk About It Tuesday across the way, man. I'm excited to go for tomorrow's episode and Thursday's episode. Friday we got predictions because we got a fight on Saturday. Who's fighting Saturday, Ricco?
Let's have a look in it. Boxing schedule this week.
Derek Chishure and Otto Wallin.
Oh yeah, how could I even forget? So Abbas, our brother Abbas, is going to be going over there because Derek Chisora, for some strange odd reason, is his hero. So Abbas is going to be. He's going to be covering the event for iBoxingHub. So look out, guys, for loads of interviews.
I know we're gonna get
absolutely. Absolutely, there's going to be incredible interviews coming out from Abbas, like there always is, and yeah, I can't wait. I think there's also who else is Oliver McCall? Oliver McCall?
No.
Oliver McCall fight?
What? What are you talking
about? That's what Lucy's saying. Lucy's never wrong, ever.
Yeah.
Like Lucy's never ever wrong. Wait, I need to research this.
That's what? That's weird. Mr. Nutra, I can't believe this is happening. I'm with you, Mr. Nutra. You see, I'm shocked. You see my face. I'm like, what's going on here?
Well, blimey. It's actually happening.
Yeah, this is crazy. On what?
Wait, it's happening today.
On what?
I don't know. Wherever Kimbo Slice used to fight. Against Gary Kobia.
Yeah, I'm with you. I see that, Mr. Neutral. She wants Cruz to earn again. And then she said she's something about Savannah Marshall. Maybe if she stays at that way, she probably. I know the people want to see her and Bumgarner. I know that would sell tickets. I know that would sell tickets. That whole thing, the animosity between the two women, the build up, all the footage that they got from the past to now of them not liking each other. Man, listen, the run-ins on the plane that they had, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a good one.
The promotion's called Country Box. That makes a lot of sense, Lucy. Lucy, I don't even need to research shit. Like, Lucy, do you want to be like my AI?
This is crazy. Yeah, I know. This is.
But no, thank you guys.
But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in for another episode of Across the Way. Please, hit the Q code right here. Hit the Q code right here and download my album, The Transformation of Trill. Scan the Q code right there. Wow, that's it right there. Or you can just go and the link will be somewhere on this video or something like that. But anyways, man, make sure that you go download the album, The Transformation of Trill album. And tune in with us tomorrow for another dope episode of Across the Way, US to the UK. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good one. Matter of fact, we're going to dive into the album. That's what we'll do. We'll dive into the album. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it going. You already know.
Like a springboard. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Yeah, we gon' live it up. And drive the haters crazy, we gon' burn the clutch. And ball outrageous, we gon' double up. It's all for the fam, cause all we got is us. Real nigga can't step on them. Protect at all costs, put a vest on them.